This is a city that's hosted more Super Bowls than almost anybody else. And, oh yeah, Brock, they've won a couple of their own along the way, too. We're in the home of the Buccaneers, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. An undefeated start against a winless Skin. Let's see if this week goes chalk or if it's an upset brewing in week 4. Here's Carter on the return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 19 Tiger, smash, go.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Ready. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Throwing now, Richardson. And that one's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they're going to face 3rd down.
Ready. Trap 60 Maverick.
Richardson back to throw. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps Z-Stride moving.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st and 10 from the 41. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Hey, check that. Street. Ready.
Now Richardson to throw. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. And he makes the Hex go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. So we start our game off with a touchdown, Brock, but not on the side of the scoreboard that we were expecting.
Yeah, first drive on defense, the goal is to get off the field, maybe even flip the field with field position. But to score points yourself, that's not something they honestly consider too much. That is until he started that return, baby. And they saw things lining up perfectly for it to happen.
That one right down the middle. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now.
After the pick, Richardson back to the air. Finds a man right side. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Viking 18.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Finds his back complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
70 Lions. Dragon 60. Panther 11. Panther 11. Let go.
Trying to throw for it with Richardson. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Second time he's had an errant throw taken back for 6 in this half, Brock. As a quarterback, how do you come back from this knowing there's so much game left?
How do you come back from it, or how do your family and friends come back from it? I know as I get older, I think about them more and more. As a competitor, you're just going to grit your teeth and do what you can. But for the loved ones following, that's a tough second pick 6 to watch.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive.
Ready.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shot. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready, ready.
Getting right back to it after that interception. To the right and hauled in by Jones. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield.
Here we go, here we go.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. Gets everything he has under this throw. This is caught inside the 15. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Let's go. Go.
From the red zone now. He's on the... And they will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers reach pay dirt for the first time this game. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown. That had just enough leg. It's over the crossbar and good. And the Buccaneers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. He fields it from the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30. They'll take over at the 39-yard line. Nice return there. The 49ers find themselves in a great spot to start this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Back now, pressure on its way. Has it downfield, working the left. Touchdown, San Francisco! The 49ers finish off their opening drive. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers double their lead to 14. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Get it. Ready.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Connecting on the slant. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Ready.
Off the play fake. Here's Richardson. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Come on, come on.
On first down, they'll run. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Ready, ready.
Out of the gun, they'll give it. What a hit, and the ball's loose. And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on second down. You're trying to create a manageable third down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
The 49ers find themselves in a great spot to start this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Throwing now, following the turnover. Hits his running back. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. It's a 2-score game early. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Ready up.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Back to throw. Brought in right side. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. To throw it on 1st down. Buys time, rolling right. He's going to keep it this time.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Back-to-back carries here. He's within striking distance. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag. The penalty makes it 3rd and 8 here. They motion the tight end over. To the air, 3rd and long. That's caught for the 1st. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Here we go, set.
Working inside the red zone. And he will score. It's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers stretch their lead to 21. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. And it's fielded but not returned from the end zone, so the ball's going to be placed at the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Jones reels it in. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Set.
To throw, Richardson. Setting up the screen. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now.
Cougar 19.
Richardson now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he goes down a little short of the 40. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
Let's go now.
They'll motion him out of the backfield.
Let go.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. Dumped off to his running back. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. The Buccaneers pushing for a score before the break. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Third down. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready.
Running it now out of the gun. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Play action with Richardson. On the move, headed right. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Here we go.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10.
Go.
Back to the well again. And he's going to haul it in for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers chop some of the lead off before the half. That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers get it back to a 14-point game. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Returning it from the 4. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Escapes the pocket. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. He put some juice on it deep. Brought in inside the 20. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers get more points to end a lopsided first half. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers stretch their lead to 21.
Buccaneers 14.
The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left.
Let's go.
First down throw here from Richardson. Forced out to his right. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 1 play in, and already they're close to midfield.
19 tight. 19 tight. Warrior 70. Ready.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. That's completed right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger, 18 Rattler, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 19 Lion. Hut, hut.
First down from the red zone. Has it down close. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try to field goal right now. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Ready. Set. Hey. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. And he hauls it in for the Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers chop some of the lead off before the half. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. And that one is no good. Didn't even come very close to sneaking that one in, so leave that score as is. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They go play action here. It is caught left side. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
Let's go now.
Handoff now out of the gun. And he gets his offense forward to the 44-yard line. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
2nd and 3 now. Dropping back to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for the back that time. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Short pass brought in. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. And that goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Slot man in motion left. To the air now on 1st and 10. He's on the move. It's out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
From the 46. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Looking to the air here. He's got a man left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Here's a give up the middle. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
They give it to him again. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Go.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Man in motion out of the slot. And the ground game works for the touchdown.
San Francisco.
The 49ers grow the lead coming out of halftime. That's up and through for the point after. And the 49ers grow the lead now to 22 points.
20.
The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Kickoff taken at the 3. Good looking return here, and he's got room. He's popped at the end of that one. Painful end to a real solid return there. They've got first down from the 31.
Come on, set.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Chased out to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Ready.
Putting the tight end in motion.
Let go.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Buys time, rolling right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Now.
Running back sent in motion. Complete out to the right. And they make the tackle at the 38. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Go.
Handoff now from the gun. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Hey. 7 Pirates. Mustang 19.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. That's too close to the sideline, and it's going to be out of bounds.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Throwing now, Richardson. We've got a screen to the running back. And he gets this forward to the 19. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. The Bucs have it to begin the 4th, and this game, whew, it has been a nightmare for them so far.
On the set.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Go.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Complete on the slant to Watson. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Ready.
They'll throw again, Richardson. Jones reels it in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers cut the lead down to 15. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Has this at the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And this run is stopped after getting up past the 35. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
From the 38. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Let's go now.
Back now, pressure on its way. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, fourth down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. Need a conversion. They're throwing for it. On the move, headed right. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Quick throw to the left is complete. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Set it. Ready.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers can make it a one-score game as they trim the lead. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers get it back to within one score. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Here's a return from the 7. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35.
At their own 33-yard line.
Ball at the 33 for first down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. And
Throwing it to start this drive. They did it! He made the interception! And the Buccaneers have some new life in the fourth. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
What you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
Simple dive up the middle. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
come on, come on.
From the 32. Setting up the running back screen. He has room past the 25. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Ready. 18, Pioneer. Bronco 80. Let go.
On first down, it's Richardson. Escapes the pocket. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Buccaneers 49ers down by only 2 in the fourth. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
He's throwing for it. Oh, and he's got a man open. Complete. And he gets into the end zone. This one all tied up here in the fourth quarter. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Return starts at the 9. Finds some space. He's past the 30. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the fourth quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that third phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive.
The 49ers find themselves in a great spot to start this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Throwing off the play fake here. It's caught. McLaughlin. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's a 49er first down.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. All right, look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
They're set up at the 35 now. They'll run here on 1st down. And he's got a nice run. That reaches the 26. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. The offenses love execution and plays like that on 1st down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for 2nd down.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Another carry for him. Oh, he lost the football. And they jump on top of it. Oh, now hang on. They want to take another look at this play. And a very important call coming up late in this game. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed and got him the ball back.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. A give now from the gun. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll cover up as they touch him down a few yards short of the first.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. And that timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
These defensive ends today are so good, Kate, with their hands, and it's often right off the jump. If you can win with your hands, if you can create space, you can get a tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Defense just needs to hold them short. It's 4th and 7. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up.
Fix the eagle! Fix the eagle!
Here he is to throw. Getting out to his left. Now he'll fire one up the middle and deep. A good defensive play breaks that one up. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Let's go now. Go.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Gotta hurry this to the line. He'll look to throw it. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Clean breakup on that throw. And it's going to be 2nd down.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
On the ready.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Go.
Setting up to pass. This to win the game. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. That's going to do it for regulation. So some bonus football in store for all those fans in the stands. We're headed for overtime. All right, so in overtime, Brock, we could see 1 possession or we could see 3+. If the team who gets it first scores, the game ends then and there. A field goal or less, and we play on, and their opponents get a chance to respond. And if we're still tied after those first 2 possessions, this soccer chick likes this. It's golden goal football, Brock. The next score would win. From the jaws of defeat, they snatch this game away. And now we're off in overtime to decide it. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll send him over right. First throw of overtime now. Forced out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did. And, of course, is the throwaway.
sacked on first. It's second down. He'll throw it. Fits it through the middle. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win. There aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Receiver in motion, headed right. From the 45 on 2nd down. Makes the catch and gets the feet in. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Third down, 1 yard to go. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. Escapes a defender. And they take him down right along the 30. That's a pickup of 9. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
It is cut left side. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Tight end in motion right. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Brought in right side. And he reaches the end zone. That is a game-winning touchdown. So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football.